When Gethsemane started, at least officially 4 years back, people began to talk. It's not as if at any point in your life that people will stop talking. People will continue to talk. And what was the talk about? Because we set out with School of Ministry segment of the ministry. So it's looking abnormal. How do you ministry on ground and a school of ministry you start with? But you see, if the Lord has spoken, the Lord has spoken. Because there's no laid down pattern for it, apart from the one handed over to you. It was a strategy given to Gethsemane. That's it. It might not be applicable to another ministry, but that's what is applicable to Gethsemane. And that's the reason why it might look like, okay, because fellowship arm of Gethsemane started fully last year. But in all of that, Gethsemane graduated already 5 sets of School of Ministry students. And the 6th set is resuming now. And you know, somebody is like, why didn't they start with fellowship arm? No, we've been able to disciple and graduate people. People have been trained and their hands are strengthened. If you don't commit yourself to discipleship system, you will not be strong as a believer. You will not be. Growth is good if it is done in a coordinated form. If it is done in a systematic form. You can't learn this today and then learn the other tomorrow. Tonight you are learning about salvation. Next tomorrow you are learning about money. All this haphazard way of learning will never make a strong and stable believer. But growth can be coordinated. And a system like that of GSOM is what is designed for. It's designed to channel growth in a coordinated way. So that at the long run, actually in the realm of the spirit, there's what we call curriculum. Every season and phase of our life have its particular curriculum. There's a life, just like in this physical world, people who are currently in ND1 now, there's a time that you will arrive in your life and you find out that it becomes very hard to do this ND1 if you refuse to do it now. That's just what it is. Last year when we were in School of Ministry, I usually will be telling people, because my wife was pregnant at that period and she was part of School of Ministry. It was with stress she was coming. Is to tell you that there's a way life is. Season was already shifting. Season was already shifting. We don't have all of the time. I am saying this to say that if at all we stopped years back and said that, okay, we don't have all it takes, there was no microphone, there was nothing, these 5 sets that have been graduated, what would have happened? Or if we are to say that, because I met people in Abuja when I was in Abuja, and they will be feeling like, how begin a walk in Abuja where you are having a Seman, you are having Daddy Eneche, you are having, and the funniest thing is, still down to our street, our compound, side by side with your houses, are people who are yet to meet with Christ. Please preach to somebody. There's a quota left for you. You can imagine if the people we are honoring decided to stay, because as at the time God called them, they were already fathers of faith making waves. How about the time when Idahosa was alive? Would you want to accept the call of God again? Because that man moved in such an authority that till date is as if the thing is it real? But it is real. So what about those that actually accepted the call of God as at death? There are people at the age range of Babaye Adeboye. They are in ministry. They are doing their part. If you fail to do your part, you will give an account. I am a strong believer of accountability because I saw it in the scripture that we will appear before Jesus Christ to give an account. Some of us tonight, you have 1 talent. Some of us, you have 2. Some, you have 3. And year in, year out, you might even be celebrating birthday, but nothing tangible is happening with and through your life. There is nobody that you can point at and say, okay, I already affected this person. There was something I told my wife last year, and that thing has to do with, giving birth. I said, my first daughter is not necessarily my first child, but it's my first biological child, because I already started having children as far back as how many years back. In fact, some parents are waiting to reap the fruit of their labor, right? I'm reaping the fruit of. You will not understand what I'm talking about now. I can't remember when last I got a phone for myself. Who got it for me? Do you understand what I'm saying?